It's The Jack Show with Jack Stockton. On today's special, we take a look at a horrific tragedy that gave one brilliant young teen a life worth living. Wondering if it was the end of his young life as he closed his eyes laying in the grass that actually became his beginning. Growing up with an amazing family full of support and gratitude, no one could have imagined what happened next. Today, Carter Alexander Duran is spreading his message through his talent of music. Now live, it's Jack Stockton. The Jack Show is sponsored by Hollywood Studios Media Center.
Welcome to The Jack Show, everybody. Today is a really special show for me, and I know it's going to be a lot of you at home, that your lives are going to change by this one story. How tragedy actually gave life to a young man in Northern California. Please help me welcome Carter Duran. Carter, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am great. Listen, we've known each other for a while. I know we are from the same city, all that stuff. You've known my daughter for a while. The reason why I have you on the show today is your musical talent is off the chain. How long have you been interested in music?
I've been playing music my whole life. I started playing drums before I was one. My dad used to sit me in his lap and play, and I could play a steady beat by the time I was probably 3 or 4.
So music's huge for you?
Yes.
Who do you admire in music?
Like other artists?
Yeah.
Eden, Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber's cool. I don't care what nobody says. So many artists. Rex Lifrage, Tyler the Creator. I could go on forever. My dad.
Go ahead.
My dad's a musician. I admire him a lot.
So you've had an interest in music your whole life. There was a day that took a lot away from you, but also gave you a lot.
Yeah.
And I know, being a high schooler, running around with your friends, before that day happened, what was your life like?
It was not very put together.
Yeah, so like any average teenager, you're running around, you got your friends, you're going out on the weekends, that type of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah? Tell me, I want to talk a little bit about that day. What was that day? How did it start out for you? And tell me a little bit about what happened.
I actually started out that day with my dad. We were kayaking out on the lake, and we picked up a friend on the way home, and I was driving her back, dropped her off, and was on my way home, and that's when everything happened. I got rear-ended at over 100 miles an hour. It knocked me unconscious. I hit a tree, was ejected 40 feet down a hill.
So let me get this straight. You took a friend home about 30 minutes away from where you live. You're on a major interstate, and you were rear-ended by somebody at a high rate of speed, which sent your truck off the road, spinning out, hit a tree. Even though you were wearing your seatbelt, you were ejected.
It ripped me out of my seatbelt, sucked me right out of the back window.
Wow. Now, do you remember any of that moment? Tell me what you remember.
I remember seeing lights in my rearview mirror, and then being hit, and then I was unconscious, and I didn't remember anything until I woke up, and I didn't know where I was. I didn't remember falling asleep. I thought it was weird that I was in my bed, and then I looked up, and I seen stars, and I felt the grass between my fingers, and I realized that I wasn't in my bed. And I kind of looked up, and I seen my truck, and I put 2 and 2 together what happened, and I was like, oh, okay, here we are. And I laid there for over an hour before anybody found me, trying not to die. I've never felt so at peace in my life, but I knew that if I went to sleep right then, that I wasn't ever going to wake up. So I kept telling myself, don't fall asleep, you're going to die, don't fall asleep, because I had important things at home that I couldn't leave.
You said you felt peace.
Yeah, it's a strange feeling. You think you'd be afraid and scared, but when you're on the verge of death, it's a very peaceful feeling, very calm and weightless. You don't have any fears. The only thing that I was worried about was how it would affect other people.
You know, all my life I've heard of stories of people who have had near-death experiences, and they describe that peaceful feeling as well. But you weren't ready to go at that minute, were you? You had a lot to live for. When we come back after this next commercial break, I want to talk a little bit more about that night, and then your tremendous perspective and attitude. how tragedy gave you a life that I appreciate, and I know all of you at home will as well. We're going to be right back.
Hey, Jimmy, how's things rolling?
Yo, Chevy, you're looking pretty dirty. What gives?
Oh, my guy never washes me. Don't bug me about it, huh? Hello, boy. Hi, Mercedes.
Boy, you're looking great.
I just came from Scrub's hand wash and detail. Oh, it was so nice.
Hey, Chevy, here comes Cooper.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Cooper.
Ready to roll, Mercedes? What? You're going out with Cooper? Doesn't he look dreamy after his Scrub's hand wash?
Hey, Chevy, where you going?
I'm going to Scrubs.
Hey, where they at?
On the Skyway across from Rayleigh's.
It's That Jack with Jack Stockton.
Lisa Vanderpump, and you're watching That's Jack. And this is Chico. What are you watching?
That's Jack. What's up, Mario Lopez, and you're watching That Jack.
Hi, I'm Naima, winner of America's Next Top Model, and there goes That Jack. Hi, it's Emmy Perry, and you're watching That Jack.
It's Dolores Catania from Real Housewives of New Jersey, and you're watching That Jack.
Hi, I'm fashion designer Richard Hallmark from Project Runway Season 11, and we are here tonight for the Vanderpump event, and that's Jack.
Hi, I'm Lance Bass.
And I'm Michael Turchin.
And you're watching That Jack.
Lisa Capra from America's Next Top Model, and there goes That Jack.
I'm Reggie Benjamin, this is Ivana Benjamin and Toby the Pomsky, and you're watching That Jack.
Teddy Mellencamp Aroyave, and I'm watching That Jack.
And I'm Edwin Ariave, and I'm watching That Jack.
Hey, I'm Jenna Willis, and I'm watching That Jack.
I'm Christy Kibble.
And I'm Autumn Taylor, and you're watching That Jack.
Hey everybody, this is Billy Gilman from The Voice, and you're watching That Jack.
I'm Melissa Gorga, and you're watching That Jack. Hi, I'm Dominique Alexis, and you're watching That Jack. My name is Patricia Darkea. I'm an inventor of Shady Face and Shady Paws Sunshades, and I'm with That Jack.
It's That Jack with Jack Stockton.
Can you see yourself modeling for a magazine or as a personality on Disney? If so, Hollywood Studios Chico is looking for you. We're scouting for talent ages 4 to 24. Call 809-0215 now.
Hi, I'm Jordan Schoon from Chico. I would like to thank Jack Stockton because with the help of Hollywood Studios, I was able to book a commercial with Nike.
My sons have been featured on the Netflix series 13 Reasons Why, and I have Hollywood Studio Chico to thank.
Call Hollywood Studios Chico 809-0215. Online at hityourmark.com.
Peace is how a lot of people described that near-death experience. However, Carter Duran is on the show today sharing his experience with all of you because I don't think it was the tragedy that's going to shock you the most. It's what happened afterwards that's going to shock us all. I want to go back to that moment that you felt the peace. When you felt that peace and decided that you had a lot to live for, what were those things?
Well, first of all, my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, and I was living with my best friend Bub at the time, and I just know that I couldn't not come home and not see them again. It would crush everybody that cared, and I couldn't live with that.
So you're in the grass, and you decide you wanted to live. What happened next?
Well, I had to fight. I had to lay there until somebody found me and stay awake. And I've never been so tired in my life, but I knew that that wasn't an option, so.
Tell me about what happened next.
I laid there for a while. It seemed like forever. And I seen cop lights, and I'm thinking, wow, finally they found me. They found me. And it wasn't until like another half hour later that I heard somebody coming through the grass, and I put my fingers up and I was trying to scream for help, but I popped my lung, my back was broken, my sternum was broken, my collarbone was broken. I couldn't project my voice, I couldn't scream, so I just had my hand up and he barely caught a glimpse of my fingertips. And he came over and I remember asking him if I was gonna die, and he told me he didn't know. And he let me call my dad, and my dad came to the scene. And seeing my dad cry was the worst part of the whole thing, by far.
You know, I know it affected everybody in your life, especially that Officer Bowers that found you that night. Because I think a lot of us know that in his mind he didn't know, but did he reassure you?
In a way, but I think he didn't want to give me false hope at the same time. But he definitely kept me calm and made sure I was doing all right.
So he allowed you to make a call?
Yeah, which was really important to me. And then my dad came to the scene, and I was driven to a spot where I could be air flighted out, and I was air flighted to Mercy.
And you were conscious? You remember that?
Yeah, I remember the whole thing. I remember sitting there, and they told me, hey, all right, bud, just sit still. We need to draw your blood. And I remember telling them they're going to need some sick crayons or some markers if they're going to draw my blood.
So you still have a sense of humor.
Yeah. I wasn't going to, I didn't know whether I was going to make it or not, so I wasn't going to go out being not me.
And this all happened in one evening. How your life changed like it did.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I talked to a few of your family members, and they said you gave them so much encouragement. Where'd that come from?
If I was gonna have any chances of recovery, I needed to be strong, not only for me, but for everybody else, so.
Wow,
I didn't have a
unbelievable.
choice.
Unbelievable to get through and to make it, and we're all so happy that you are alive.
Thank you.
And that you are healthy. What was the prognosis? What happened?
The first surgeon came in and told my parents that I would never walk again. And luckily we had a better surgeon who came in, and he gave us a little bit more hope. And he was actually there from out of town, so we got very lucky. But I still don't know whether I'll recover fully or not, but either way, I'm happy.
How happy are you?
I'm very happy. I shouldn't be here talking to you right now, so I feel very blessed to be able to just be alive.
That is remarkable. Carter, I don't care about a lot. What I care about is people's perspective. Your perspective after what you went through, to be such a genuine, authentic, wonderful human being. I wanted to celebrate you on the show today. When we come back from the next segment, we're going to be joined by your mom. And we're also going to talk a little bit more about your music and celebrate your attitude even more. We'll be right back right after this, guys.
Hey, Jimmy, how's things rolling?
Yo, Chevy, you're looking pretty dirty. What gives?
Oh, my guy never washes me. Don't bug me about it, huh? Hello, boy.
Hey, Mercedes. Boy, you're looking great.
I just came from Scrub's hand wash and detail. Oh, it was so nice.
Hey, Chevy, here comes Cooper.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Cooper.
Ready to roll, Mercedes? What? You're going out with Cooper? Doesn't he look dreamy after his Scrub's hand wash?
Hey, Chevy, where you going?
I'm going to Scrubs.
Hey, where they at?
On the Skyway, across from Rayleigh's.
Can you see yourself modeling for a magazine or as a personality on Disney? If so, Hollywood Studios Chico is looking for you. We're scouting for talent ages 4 to 24. Call 809-0215 now.
Hi, I'm Jordan Schoon from Chico. I would like to thank Jack Stockton. Because of the help of Hollywood Studios, I was able to book a commercial with Nike.
My sons have been featured on the Netflix series 13 Reasons Why. And I have Hollywood Studio Chico to thank.
Call Hollywood Studios Chico 809-0215. Online at hityourmark.com.
It's That Jack with Jack Stockton.
Lisa Vanderpump, and you're watching That's Jack. And this is Chicken. What are you watching?
That's Jack. What's up, Mario Lopez, and you're watching That Jack.
Hi, I'm Naima, winner of America's Next Top Model, and there goes That Jack. Hi, it's Emmy Perry, and you're watching That Jack.
It's Dolores Catania from Real Housewives of New Jersey, and you're watching That Jack.
Hi, I'm fashion designer Richard Hallmark from Project Runway Season 11, and we are here tonight for the Vanderpump event, and that's Jack.
Hi, I'm Lance Bass.
And I'm Michael Turchin.
And you're watching That Jack.
I'm Eva Capra from America's Next Top Model, and there goes That Jack.
I'm Reggie Benjamin. This is Ivana Benjamin and Toby the Pomsky, and you're watching That Jack.
Teddy Mellencamp Aroyave, and I'm watching That Jack.
And I'm Edwin Ariave, and I'm watching That Jack.
Hey, I'm Jenna Willis, and I'm watching That Jack.
I'm Christy Kibble.
And I'm Autumn Taylor, and you're watching That Jack.
Hey everybody, this is Billy Gilman from The Voice, and you're watching That Jack.
I'm Melissa Gorga, and you're watching That Jack. Hi, I'm Dominique Alexis, and you're watching That Jack. My name is Patricia Darkea. I'm an inventor of Shady Face and Shady Paws Sunshades, and I'm with That Jack.
It's That Jack with Jack Stockton.
Welcome back. I'm here with a very special guest, joined by Carter Duran's mother, Tiffany. Tiffany, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for taking the time to come have a conversation with me about one of the greatest human beings I think I've ever met that happens to be your son.
Yes.
Tell me about Carter.
Oh my gosh. Carter, from the time he was born, was just always special. He always, he had his own song in his head and in his life and in his walk and everything. He didn't care what was fashionable. He didn't care what was the popular thing. He was his own person, his own style, and his own quirky, funny self through as long as I can remember.
He danced to the beat of his own drum.
Yes, he did, always.
Yeah, well, you know what? You're a proud mom, and from one parent to another, I'll tell you, it feels so good to have children that have a perspective that your son has. I know you guys been through it, and I'm not going to go back in depth too much, but I do want to talk about that day for a minute. Here you have, we've always counted our toes and our fingers of our babies. We want them to be healthy, we want them to be happy. Tell me about that day you got a call.
Okay, well, it was really crazy. I had stayed up late that night, just myself, and the last thing I had done was I had gone on to the rundown, which is kind of the, it tells you what's going on, basically, in town and in the area, and it had said that there was a car accident on I-5 near the rest stop, and it had said that it was a hit and run. The other vehicle had left the site, and the person that was on scene was out of their car and talking and walking around and stuff, so that was literally the last thing that I read before I went to bed. Well, all of a sudden, it didn't seem like that much longer. I had just fallen asleep and the phone was ringing, and it was Carter's dad, and he had said that Carter was in an accident at near the rest stop. And so I just was like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad that he's okay. And Jonathan was like, no, he's not okay. Like, you need to get to the hospital right now. And I was thinking, what is going on? So I just woke my husband up. We hurried and got dressed, jumped in the truck. We started headed to Mercy, but we didn't know for sure if Carter was going to be going to Mercy or I'm sorry, I started going to St. Elizabeth. Wasn't sure where he was going. I get back onto the rundown, and it had been updated, and it had said that there was another vehicle on the scene, and on there it had said that the other person couldn't feel their legs. I'm sorry. So, still not knowing where he was going, I had actually contacted the lady that was running that page and just asked her if she could give me any updates so that I knew which direction to go. And so we're sitting at the parking lot at St. Elizabeth when she came through and said that they're going to Mercy. And Carter's dad had called again, and he said, you're going to be driving right by his scene, just keep driving. So I said, okay. So I just kept my eyes forward, and it was so hard because there was the helicopter right there, knowing my son was getting loaded on that helicopter and I couldn't be with him. So we get going to the hospital, and the helicopter is landing at the same time as we're getting there. It seemed like forever from the time that the helicopter landed until we first got to see him. We walked into the room, and they had him laying on like a metal table, and he had a full neck brace on and stuff, and he had a blanket over him. And I walked in, and he said, Mama, I broke my back. And I said, I know, baby, I'm so sorry. And he looked at me and he said, it's okay, Mom, I'm alive, we got this. And from right that second, I was like, okay, we got this. And here I am, the parent that's supposed to be comforting her child, and he is comforting all of us. So it just, once again, and he's making jokes. He's making jokes, he's laughing, he's trying to make everyone around him feel better. And here he is literally on the verge of death.
Tiffany, thank you so much for taking the time to share your voice a little bit about, not only what happened, but the gift to all of us as parents when your child can help us be better parents and get us through some of the hardest times in life. But Tiffany, I almost want to say congratulations, because as a parent, I think you did it. You obviously raised your children with understanding that life is so much more important than what we have, and also sometimes if we can walk or not. And unfortunately, at this point, you cannot walk.
It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it, so yeah, I have two choices. I can sit there and dwell on it and feel bad for myself, or I can pick up where I left off and keep going.
And and pursue your passion, which we're going to talk about next segment, which is music. And let me tell you, you're a true artist.
Thank you.
Guys, we're going to be right back after these messages, and then we're going to dive into his music, his production ability, his writing, and much, much more. We'll be right back. Are you ready for Hollywood?
Can you see yourself in a magazine, a TV show, or a music video? Northern California's biggest talent search is happening this Saturday at Hollywood Studios in Chico. Call 809-0215 if you or your child has a talent that needs to be discovered. Our clients from Redding and Chico can be seen on TV shows like CSI, Shake It Up, and Glee, and feature films like Moneyball with Brad Pitt and Mr. Monster. Call 809-0215 and get discovered this Saturday in Chico. If you are a model and would like to work in high fashion or runway, now is your chance. Hollywood Studios talent have booked jobs in New York, Beverly Hills, Chicago, and Miami. You could be next. Call Hollywood Studios Media Center at 809-0215. Space is limited.
It's That Jack with Jack Stockton.
It's Savannah Pump, and you're watching That's Jack. And this is Chico. What are you watching?
That's Jack. What's up, Mario Lopez, and you're watching That Jack.
Hi, I'm Naima, winner of America's Next Top Model, and there goes That Jack.
Hi, it's Emmy Perry, and you're watching That Jack. It's Dolores Catania from Real Housewives of New Jersey, and you're watching That Jack.
Hi, I'm fashion designer Richard Hallmark from Project Runway Season 11, and we are here tonight for the Vanderpump event, and that's Jack.
Hi, I'm Lance Bass.
And I'm Michael Turchin.
And you're watching That Jack.
I'm Eva Capra from America's Next Top Model, and there goes That Jack.
I'm Reggie Benjamin. This is Ivana Benjamin and Toby the Pomsky, and you're watching That Jack.
Teddy Mellencamp Arroyave, and I'm watching That Jack.
And I'm Edwin Ariave, and I'm watching That Jack.
Hey, I'm Jenna Willis, and I'm watching That Jack.
I'm Christy Kibble.
And I'm Autumn Taylor, and you're watching That Jack.
Hey everybody, this is Billy Gilman from The Voice, and you're watching That Jack.
I'm Melissa Gorga, and you're watching That Jack. Hi, I'm Dominique Alexis, and you're watching That Jack. My name is Patricia Darkea. I'm an inventor of Shady Face and Shady Paws Sunshades, and I'm with That Jack.
It's That Jack with Jack Stockton.
Hey, Jimmy, how's things rolling?
Yo, Chevy, you're looking pretty dirty. What gives?
Oh, my guy never washes me. Don't bug me about it, huh? Hello, boy.
Hey, Mercedes. Boy, you're looking great.
I just came from Scrub's hand washing detail. Oh, it was so nice.
Hey, Chevy, here comes Cooper.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Cooper.
Ready to roll, Mercedes? What? You're going out with Cooper? Doesn't he look dreamy after his Scrub's hand wash?
Hey, Chevy, where you going?
I'm going to Scrubs.
Hey, where they at?
On the Skyway, across from Rayleigh's.
Can you see yourself modeling for a magazine or as a personality on Disney? If so, Hollywood Studios Chico is looking for you. We're scouting for talent ages 4 to 24. Call 809-0215 now.
Hi, I'm Jordan Schoon from Chico. I would like to thank Jack Stockton because with the help of Hollywood Studios, I was able to book a commercial with Nike.
My sons have been featured on the Netflix series 13 Reasons Why, and I have Hollywood Studio Chico to thank.
Call Hollywood Studios Chico 809-0215. Online at hityourmark.com.
What a show. What an inspiring perspective that this young man has after a tragic day actually gave him life. You know, the life that you have and the enthusiasm and your genuine, authentic energy that you have for music and life is so wonderful to witness and to see, not just as a parent, but as a human to human. I thank you so much for your perspective.
Thank you.
Your music is a whole nother level. Tell me a little bit about the 3 songs that I know you're working on right now.
I actually pulled an old song that I wrote a long time ago, and I'm pretty excited about that one. And then I have a couple other songs. I try to dive in and take 3 completely different songs, just so I can have a little something else for everybody. So
you're trying to make it?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah? How big do you want to be?
The biggest I can be.
Yeah, what kind of effect do you want on your fans?
I want to make a positive impact on people. I've always wanted to help people, but I'm not much of a doctor or anything like that. But I can write, so.
But your lyrics might be the best medicine out there.
That's what I'm hoping.
I think you're going to have a good shot. Well, listen, you know, the Jack Show has a lot of friends, and we reached out on your behalf. Now, I don't know how far you want to take things, but I have a feeling that if you're given an opportunity, you're going to treat it really well.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So what would be your reaction if somebody was interested in working with you and creating an image as an artist that could be world known?
I would say let's go. Let's do it. I'd get right on it.
Yeah, work hard?
Oh, I would. This has been my dream my whole entire life.
I mean, what would it mean to you if somebody said, I'm going to actually help you pursue being a recording artist?
I don't know if I'd even know what to say, to be honest.
Me neither, but it's a pretty exciting moment, you know? But for all of you watching at home, I think that attitude has to be rewarded. Obviously, there's talent. You're so talented, and you have such a good attitude that my producer friends, Uriel Soto, that's worked with Ariana Grande and many, many more, he's decided that he would like to record you in 2.5 weeks in Hollywood. So congratulations on that.
No way.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge.
That is so exciting. I don't even know what to say.
Well,
I have no idea.
Listen, you've got to realize that your attitude is why. You went through something most people in this world, Tiffany, could never get over, let alone have the kind of perspective of loving life and sharing your beauty with the world, right? But Uriel Soto is just a tiny little piece of what happened for you this week. Are you ready?
As ready as I can be.
On behalf of Addictive Music Group, Universal, and Sony, we will be recording your 3 singles. Addictive Music Group has decided to pick you up, and they've offered you a 12-month contract as of today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You will be released on Sony's top first new artist, January 15th and 25th, for his release of 3 singles. Carter Duran will be worldwide. We need you to follow him. His entire brand artist page will launch in less than 45 days. Congratulations on getting the reaction from some of the world's biggest producers. Alicia Keys, Miguel, Billboard #1s, Morgan Matthews will and has picked you up with Addictive Music Group. Addictive Music Group, thank you so very much for changing this young man's life. Tiffany, thank you for enlightening me. Thank you for coming down and being on the show today. You'll never know really what you've done for me. I've done a lot of shows. I don't think any are as important as the few that I've done this season. Thank you all at home for watching. Carter, congratulations. I'll see you in Hollywood.
Thank you.